Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Fabrizio Romano here as always to keep you posted on the transfer market. Today guys, many things to mention, from Nico Williams to Victor Osimhen, Lewis-Skelly, the links with Real Madrid, but also Ansu Fati, Kyle Walker, and so let's jump into it together. And so guys, we are entering into big hours for the market. Many things are gonna happen next week, in the next days, so get ready because we are entering into the second half of June and it's gonna be busy for sure in the next weeks. The transfer window is entering important stages, and so I wanted to start today by mentioning Ansu Fati, because the expectation is for Ansu Fati and Barcelona to part ways in the next days. This story with Monaco has been quite special because the deal was almost done at some point 2 weeks ago, then some problems, then again almost done last week, then new issues. The understanding coming from sources on both club and player side is that this deal for Ansu Fati to Monaco is expected to happen. They just need to fix something on a complicated deal, because it's going to be a loan, there is going to be a buy clause, the coverage of the salary, the sell-on clause, so there are many details to clarify. This is why it took some time before saying, okay, it's here we go, Ansu is traveling for medical and contract signing. Ansu said yes to Monaco already long time ago. He wants to go to Monaco. It's between the two clubs, the coverage of the salary, then the sell-on clause, all these kind of details. This is what they are discussing, because the general agreement for this deal is almost there, but the details are still being fixed. So let's wait a bit, but the expectation is for Ansu Fati to go to Monaco. Still, that's the feeling. Who's also leaving his club is Kyle Walker. Walker is not part of Manchester City squad for the Club World Cup. He returned from a loan at AC Milan. Then the player is not staying at City. He's not going to be part of City squad. It's a decision made by Pep Guardiola, by the directors of Manchester City, and also Kyle Walker is ready for a new chapter, as he was in January. He went to Milan, then the deal didn't proceed with a permanent transfer, so he's back to Man City. There is some interest from Fenerbahce. So Fenerbahce called for Kyle Walker to be informed of the situation. He's a player appreciated by Jose Mourinho, so there was a conversation to understand the situation of Kyle Walker for Fenerbahce. Let's see if they want to advance, how, what conditions, but for sure Kyle Walker is going to be one to watch in this summer transfer window. Then guys, I wanted to mention one more story. Today I received many messages after a story that was around in England a few days ago, then today reached also Spain, and it's about Arsenal gem Myles Lewis-Skelly. Because in the rumors there are stories of Real Madrid working on a deal, considering a deal, making contacts for Lewis-Skelly from Arsenal. Many rumors on Lewis-Skelly because the player is doing fantastic at Arsenal, and it's quite obvious to see this kind of stories when the player is out of contract in 1 year. So a massive opportunity on the market when you look at that with the current situation. But behind the scenes, it's important to mention one thing. First point, you know Real Madrid are always attentive to opportunities. Real Madrid started working on Trent deal a long time ago, putting their eyes on the situation of the player. Real Madrid always do that when there is an opportunity, when there is a talent, when there is a good player. So this is Real Madrid style. It's normal to be informed. But my information is that Arsenal are very calm, very relaxed, very confident and optimistic to get new deal done for Myles Lewis-Skelly. There is a conversation ongoing. The conversation involves people close to the player, the family of the player, Arsenal, who have new director now, Andrea Berta, who arrived a few months ago. So a conversation that started before the January transfer window and then restarted with Andrea Berta as director, but going very well. So the talks are underway. Arsenal are very calm and relaxed on the contract extensions of Myles Lewis-Skelly and also Ethan Nwaneri, because the idea of Arsenal is to extend both players' contract. They are obviously very happy with them, two gems of the academy, but also it's important to say that Arsenal want to trust them for present and future, so the message to the players is very clear. Also financially they're working on that, and the deal is absolutely on for his extension at Arsenal, with Arsenal really calm on the situation. So despite the links, I wanted to send a positive message to Arsenal fans, because the club is very relaxed about that story. We can't relax when it's about another player, and it's about Nico Williams, because Nico Williams is a player who is always in the rumor. 1 year ago, many stories, a fantastic Euros, then he ended up staying at Athletic. Now we are back at it with Nico Williams. What's the situation as of today? Yes, I'm getting many questions. So guys, on Friday there was this meeting between the agent of Nico Williams and Barcelona. I confirm to you that Nico Williams, via his agent, sent a very clear message to Barca. So the player is keen on a move to Barcelona. The player is open to a move to Barcelona. This summer, compared to last summer, when Barcelona decided to go for Dani Olmo because they felt that Nico was not that convinced, now it's different. Nico wants to go to Barcelona, would be very happy to go to Barcelona, and that's 100% confirmed. I can tell you more. Even the other clubs involved in the race for Nico Williams know that the player gives priority to Barcelona. Now it's on Barca. So what can happen? Technical point of view, financial point of view. Technical point of view because Barca have been considering several options for the winger, not only Marcus Rashford, also Luis Diaz. So these two names are for sure on the list, especially Luis Diaz for Deco. So technical point of view, who they want to sign? Nico, Luis Diaz, Rashford, and then who they can sign financially in terms of payment, because for Nico there is a release clause, 58 million euros, but in one solution. So can Barca reach a solution for the release clause? How will be financially this deal in terms of release clause, payment terms, salary, commission? So there are several things to consider. Now the ball is on Barcelona court because the player sent a clear message. He wants to go to Barcelona. He's open to going to Barcelona. But the story, the race is not over because now depends on Barca. This is why Bayern keep calling. Bayern had 2 meetings with the agents and they want to continue to be in contact in the next days and weeks until the story is over, because Bayern see Nico Williams as their priority target. And there is also interest from Arsenal, but the problem in this case for Arsenal and for Bayern is the financial request of the player in terms of salary. Nico Williams would only leave Athletic Bilbao in case of obviously good project, but also important salary. Otherwise, he has a new contract proposal from Athletic, because Athletic Club from Bilbao have a new contract proposal ready in their offices for Nico Williams. So in case Nico ended up staying or decides to stay, the idea of the club is to offer a new contract to Nico Williams this summer already. But now, as I said, the player is open to go to Barcelona. Bayern are there as a priority target. Arsenal is still interested, so let's see what's going to happen, because Nico Williams will be a big topic for sure. Just to close today's video, guys, I wanted to mention something I was already mentioning on my Italian channel here on YouTube, and it's about Victor Osimhen, because my understanding is that Al-Hilal are still not giving up on Victor Osimhen. Al-Hilal have not left the conversations. Al-Hilal remain interested in Osimhen. Al-Hilal remain attentive to the situation. Al-Hilal believe that other clubs can't compare their financial proposal to Victor Osimhen, and this is why they want to try. Despite the rejection of the player to play the Club World Cup with them, they want to try again, because they had an agreement ready with Napoli by paying the release clause, and they want to try again on player side. So Al-Hilal are expected to return for Victor Osimhen. Then let's see what the player decides. There is Galatasaray still trying, there is interest from Premier League, so there are several solutions for Osimhen. It's going to be on the player, but I can guarantee to you today that the intention of Galatasaray is to try, but also Al-Hilal are not giving up. Al-Hilal are still there, and Al-Hilal are still offering big money to Victor Osimhen to keep the player at the club. And so guys, tell me your thoughts on these stories from Victor Osimhen. Where should he go? Nico Williams. What's your feeling? Lewis-Skelly, Arsenal, Ansu Fati, Walker. I wait for your opinion, guys, here in comments. Remember to like this video, turn on the notification bell, subscribe to the channel. See you soon. Ciao.